Hello and welcome to the Growing Green podcast. Your host, Jeremiah Jennings, is the owner of Growing Green Landscapes in Birmingham, Alabama, and has a passion for growing the entrepreneurship community for those who are young in business. Being a business owner isn't easy, especially in the early years, and that's why in this show we dive into a wide range of topics covering all the challenges small business owners deal with. Even if your company is generating $1 million or more, the stories from our great guest and Jeremiah's own firsthand experiences will propel your business forward. And now, here's your host, Jeremiah Jennings.
What's going on, everybody? Thank you so much for tuning in to an episode today here on the Growing Green podcast. This is your host, Jeremiah Jennings, and I'm super excited today to come to you with another fresh new episode for your Friday. Hope you guys are doing well. Hope you had a great week. Hope you are crushing it out there. I know that it's been a busy week for most of you. It has been first snow for a bunch of you. I saw that just happened yesterday. A lot of guys out plowing, got some salt runs, which is crazy. I mean, I feel like it's kind of early. You know, last year not a lot of people had snow at all, but they're already making runs November the 21st of this year. So that's crazy. I hope that everyone has a good year with that. I hope that it pans out and you can make a lot of money doing snow. Would love to come see some guys potentially for snow this year. I have never actually been out in a storm. So who knows? Maybe try to get up and get some content in that this year. If you're interested in that, maybe reach out to me. I've talked to a few guys last year about coming, just didn't happen. Winter got really busy, so hopefully maybe we can carve out a week this week. It's just I feel like it's hard to do, right? Because I don't want travel delays, but it's also hard to guarantee when a storm's going to come without getting in travel delays, right? So who knows? I don't know. We'll figure that out. But snow is interesting to me. It's an interesting ball game, and I would love to see what we can get into in the wintertime, because I always like learning new things, seeing new things, and getting new content. So hopefully we could do that and maybe make some videos for some snow, maybe the newbies who have no idea what to even do, because that's me. I'm from the South. I have no idea what to do, so I could ask the really dumb questions, and hopefully that would answer some questions for somebody who's maybe just looking to get into it. But like I said, hope you're doing well, having a good week. We have had a very busy week here in Growing Green. Still rocking Christmas lights. We had a total rain out on Tuesday. Haven't had a day like that in a long time. When I say a total rain out, I mean like total rain out. I think we had between 2 and 3 inches across the state that day. I think here we had 2.5, which is just an outrageous amount of rain for really like 18 hours. It wasn't even full 24. Like 16 to 18 hours that fell in. The ground was just like soupy. The water was just sitting there. It was just totally waterlogged, still wet and damp today. We did a job on Thursday, and we had to rip out some old juniper and things and lay some sod, and it was just there was no dry dirt. It was all mud, and it's just like, oh, so annoying. It's so tough because we need the rain. We have the drought. We're in a drought, and so we need the rain. We needed it earlier on in the year, but it's just like when it comes, it's like, good night. What do we do? It just shuts everything down, especially with Christmas lights. Like, there's nothing you can do. I'm not getting on a roof. It's not worth risking it when it's been wet outside. So we're just dead in the water, not able to do really much of anything with that. And so it's just really annoying, set this back. But anyway, that was Tuesday. Had a full rain out that day. And so I got some things done in the office, I believe. I'm trying to remember what I even did that day. I think I was in the office for a good bit. But got some stuff done and then prepped and ready to go for Wednesday. Wednesday was a busy day as well. Just lights all day. We started a big lighting job on Monday. Didn't even get to finish it. And so we finished that on Wednesday after the rain. Lights Wednesday, sod Thursday, and more lights today. So we've got probably 10 to 20 more lighting installs on the books right now. Some new leads will probably come in, but that's what we have at the moment, and so that'll get us through the first week of December, right after Thanksgiving. And so I really want to have most of mine up by then, because we are, once again, falling behind on our maintenance, which really, really stinks. It's no fun, but it's just the dilemma that we're in right now with the amount of guys that we have, and the weather. That doesn't help at all. But the amount of guys we have, we need them to help us on some lighting installs, because it really speeds up having some ground guys working. But we're just trying to figure out the most efficient way right now. and not miss out on a bunch of revenue in the maintenance game. But we've got maintenance to keep us going for a while. We've got leaves coming down. It's just the leaves don't stop here. After that rain on Tuesday, they just fell even more. And so the wind, my goodness, I tell you guys, do you guys that live in like the true Midwest, or maybe like out on the plains, I don't understand how you work and deal with the wind like that. I mean, we had yesterday and today, this is Wednesday and Thursday of the time I'm recording this. It was like 15 to 20 mile an hour gust all day long, like continuous wind. It was so bad. It was miserable. I hated it. It was terrible. I'm honestly glad we didn't try to do leaves or anything because it would have been an awful job to do. We couldn't have blown anything. If you were having to go against where the wind was going, good luck. Give it up. Your BR 800, your PV 9010, it's not happening. You're not beating the wind. So Mother Nature will win that every single time. But it's been a good week for us. Just like I said, busy catching up. It's been a good year, right? It's been a good year. And we talked Christmas lights on Wednesday with Andrew on Andrew's show. We split that. And so part 2 was on our show. Part 1 was over on the Lone Star Lawn Talk. Hope you got to listen to that. Maybe take some action on some lighting to hear like mid lighting season, you could call it. Coming up on the end very quickly. So you can take some action and get some lights up to end the year. But it's been a good year for us. And, I mentioned the whole missing out on some maintenance revenue again. We're not missing near as much as we missed last year. We're still rocking and rolling. Now that the problem is we've had 2 landscape jobs that set us back because we did it late in the year. We needed to do those earlier on. But we've just been busy. And so it's just tough to bring on a 4 to 6 week person, train in lights and things, has no experience. And then by the time they're trained and ready to go, you're laying them off again. And so it's just a tough thing to fill right now. Truly what will be hopefully the answer next year is when we have 2 maintenance crews, we can pull what we can, because one of those, like our total maintenance routes our maintenance yards are going to die down a little bit this time of year. We lose 10, 15, 20 customers by this point, and then the other, when I say lose, I mean they're done for the season. Just because they have no leaves, they have nothing to do with their yard. So we could potentially merge into one route, pull a maintenance crew to do lights next year, and then we should be good to go. Keep our landscapes going in the ground because I want to keep those rocking and rolling. I don't really want to stop from that. But if we can condense our maintenance into one route, then that would be a huge help. So hopefully next year this problem will be solved. We'll have the manpower and the team in place to do it. But it's been a good year for us. We've had a lot of growth, growing pains, growing wins, right? We've bought some good equipment this year. We've reinvested. We have a truck. We have a truck that I've been wanting for a while. Got a flatbed ready to go, an F350, 4-wheel drive, like 130,000 miles, I believe. So it's not anything fancy, but Jamie with Supremescapes hooked me up with that, and we went up and got that in, I don't remember when I got that now, end of September, beginning of October, somewhere in there, I believe. And so what a drive back, man. 10 hours at night by yourself, not fun. I don't recommend it, but got a good truck out of it. And so we've been running strong with that thing. It's going to get put to work in the spring for sure. Like it's going to get its workout in 100%. When I'm not out there in the landscape field as much, because we have a team in place, when my truck is out of it and that truck is going to take point, then it's going to be a really good feeling, and I'm going to be happy to see it out there rocking and rolling. But like I said, we've reinvested. We've made good progress. There's been tough things along the way, but we've learned a lot. And if you've listened to the show this year, you've heard me talk about it before. If you were at LAL, you heard me say it on the panel. I have not felt burnt out one time this year. And you may hear me say that and say, what are you talking about? Like that, how is that possible? It's November. You've had to have burnout at some point. I literally have not had burnout one day this year. Now, has there been a day where I woke up and I was just like, I do not want to go do this. I do not want to go cut grass. I don't want to go to the office. Everybody has a day like that. That's not what I'm calling burnout. Burnout is consistently a week, 2 weeks, a month in a row. Like, oh my goodness, I hate this. I suck at it. It's so mundane. I'm going out and doing the same thing every single day or whatever it is for you, right? You just don't want to do it. You're not energized about it, and you're not excited. And that's just has not been the case for me this year, thankfully. And I think a lot of that has to do with the growth and the progress that we've made. I've added a lot of stress to my plate, the way that we've been growing, the finances that it takes to grow. Like it takes a lot of cash, it takes a lot of capital. And so working through that has been anything but pleasant, I guess you could say. But it's been fun. It really has truly been fun. It's been a challenge. And I'm excited for us to like really get our foundation set next year and see some true growth. But this year's been one to look back on and reflect and say, man, this was the year where everything changed. Like I made the pivot and my mindset changed. The way I hire changed. We're just going through a lot of change right now. And I want you to listen to this and listen to the show and look at our social media and just say like, hey, he's in the middle of it. He's in the beginning stages of, he's in the middle of the beginning of growth, right? Like, I'm in the dead middle of the beginning stages of a massive growth turn. I'm not quite to the end, and I'm not in the middle of real growth yet. I'm in the middle to the beginning. And so the beginning is, it's been one that started with my mindset back in the spring, earlier on in the winter maybe. And I decided what I want our future to be, what I want to do for my employees. And so we got that set in place. And then you've seen it everywhere on social media if you follow anybody, like Mark Bradley's masterminds he's doing right now. He's done 2 of them. He's got 2 more, one in Detroit and one in Boston, I believe. Those are the last 2. And so it's something that I hope you 100% take time to make it to, because I would look back on my trip to Nashville last year with Mark and say this was a transformative event for our future. Getting to sit there and listen and hear and take it in, have discussion, helped you really define a lot of things. It just puts things into perspective. You're hearing from somebody who's done it, in a different way than you probably will or have. And so that's very encouraging. And we got a lot of things figured out that day in Nashville in February, and so, or March, I think it was. And so, no, it was the end of February, I think. But anyway, we got that figured out, and so we figured out what we want, where we want to go. We onboarded with Element in the spring, and this isn't going to be an Element pitch fest, but I do want to take like 3 minutes here and talk about it, and then we're probably going to do a whole show on it seriously in the next couple of weeks, just like debriefing, recapping on this year in depth, how we've actually used it, because I get that question a lot, like, how do you actually use it? How do you actually like it? What does this feature do? How do you like it? What's it worth? Blah, blah, blah. I get those questions a lot, and it's hard to just like do a one-size-fits-all statement. So I may go in depth on an episode here soon to talk through that, because I know a lot of you guys are on the fence about it. Like, you're thinking about signing up, but it's a lot of money. Totally get it. But we signed up in the spring of 2024, and we onboarded for probably 3 to 4 months of like true onboard, of just like streamlining, getting workflow down, all the things, getting customers set up, all the stuff, getting billing set up. And it was a grueling process. Now, I had a one-on-one advisor that helped me through it. Thank goodness. I highly encourage you, if you're signing up, to sign up for the top tier premium onboard package. Like, having the one-on-one person with you will change the way that you do the onboarding. It'll help you streamline it. It will get you to where you want to be a lot faster. And so the onboard was good. I say it was a long time, right? There's a lot of things that are just tough about it because it's just the way that it works. It's just an advanced software. And so you have to realize going in, you're not getting a Java, you're not getting a yard book, you're not getting an essay, you're not getting any of the other ones. Like, I'm just slipping on my mind, right? Like, you're getting a product that is going to take your company to 5-10 million and above. There's no reason it shouldn't. And it's all based on how you use it. And so you have to realize going in, you're not getting like, and when I say take you to that amount of revenue, I don't mean just like bill customers and charge cards on file and send out invoices and route. Like, this is a budgeting and estimating software. Unless you are a whiz with spreadsheets, which the majority of you are not. There's a few of you that are. The majority of you are not. I'm not. I hate spreadsheets. I don't even know how to work them. Never have. Don't really have intentions to learn. I'll hire that out. But if you are not a whiz with spreadsheets and you're not actively using those in your company, you must have some type of budgeting and estimating software to help you see and know your true numbers. You will go upside down if you get into design build, you get into hardscape, you get into really big landscape installation, softscapes, lighting, things with material costs, big time amounts. You will go upside down faster. You know what happened if you don't know your numbers. You've heard know your numbers for 3 years now. What the freak does it actually mean? Do you know what it actually means? This isn't a know your numbers talk. Again, we're going to come back. We're going to go in depth in element. I'm just saying we made the jump in the spring. We've committed. We said I'm not stopping. It is well worth it looking 9 months backwards now. Like, you can do anything for a year. You can stick it out. Stick it out. It was worth it in the end. We're not even anywhere close where we want to be, where we need to be. But we're, like I said, we're in the middle of the beginning. We're growing. We're making steps. We're making strides. And I'm excited for us to see. I'm excited for us to see where we're going to end up. It's going to be a weird rest of the year. We have to get to a point where when we start the year in 2025, we're on a better footing. We need to go into spring in a lot better place than we were in 2024, because if we don't, then we're going to go backwards again. And that's the thing that I don't want you to do. And knowing LMN, knowing your numbers, also is going to help you with that cash flow. It could help you with cash flow in the spring, like just knowing what you're estimating. You can pull reports and things. Really, when it helps is when you're going to have data history to look back on. It's like with my bookkeepers. We're 3 years in with my bookkeepers, so we have true data from the last 3 years of, hey, this is what you did in December, January, February. This is where your cash was. This is where you operated. You took a net loss, a net gain, whatever it was. Here, like, we have true history and data here. Excuse me. LMN year one is going to be a little tougher just because there's no history to pull reports on. When you get 2-3 years into LMN, and I'm speaking into the future, I bet I know it's what it will do. When I get 2-3 years into LMN, I'm going to be able to look back and say, hey, how much were we estimating from December to February? What do we need to do to how much do we need to increase that? Like, do we need to increase? Do we need to stay the same? Where are we at with that? And what kind of revenue are we bringing in? What kind of sales are we making? Are we losing? What percentage are we losing versus gaining during this time? Can we drop prices to just break even for the winter? Like, you have to look at all these things, and reports and data and history is what's going to make you do it. That's how you get to 1 million plus. That's how you have 20, 30, 40 people on your team. Again, you're never going to hear me talk about things that I don't know and I haven't done. But I know that these are principles that these guys that have done it are using. So that's why I say these are things that have to happen. You have to know these metrics. You have to know what you're selling, what you're losing, what your CAC is, what your customer acquisition costs, what your ROAS, your return on ad spend, like all of those things. You have to know that stuff if you want to grow a large company. It just is what it is. You cannot be on the mower cutting grass forever. If you want to do that, that is totally fine. It's totally fine. But just decide that's what you're doing and be really, 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 really good at it and commit to it and put a huge nest egg away. Because if you go out and you get hurt and work stops, then you need to have some money set aside. Whereas if you're own a larger business and you're not tied to the field work, then you're going to continue to make income, hopefully, even if you do get hurt. So like your investments can be made a little differently, you just have different strategy through life. And so figure these things out. It's not an overnight decision. You need to decide where you want to go, right? Where do you want to go in 25? Get off to a better start than you were in 24. Even if you had a good start in 24, make it better in 25. Always be getting better. Content, never satisfied. When David Perdue said that on our podcast 2 weeks ago, my jaw hit the floor because it was just meant to be. I've said that for 2-3 years now. Content, never satisfied. Be content in the position you're in. Do not be satisfied there. Continue to grow. Continue to be better. Continue to be more efficient, more profitable. You will be thankful you did it in the end. There's no question in my mind about it. So get to the masterminds in Detroit and Boston. Get to the point where you are starting off 25 on the right foot. Go to events that you need to go to. It's gonna be a year of massive, tremendous, exciting growth, and so I'm excited for it. We're gonna hop into a debrief show on LMN here probably in a week or two. We're gonna do an end of year show as well in December, just kind of talking about our year, what we're doing for next year. But this is Friday before Thanksgiving. Guys, I hope you have a great week next week. Get out and crush it Monday, Tuesday, Wednesday. Celebrate Thanksgiving. Celebrate what it means. Like, don't let this go by. We're installing Christmas lights. Everybody's Christmas trees are up. It keeps getting earlier and earlier every year. I don't have a problem with the decorations going up, but you need to celebrate Thanksgiving. You need to celebrate what the true meaning is, how thankful you are that that our country was found and freaking, what is the word, settled upon. You need to think about those things. You need to also give thanks to the Lord who's blessed you with everything, right? Like every position that you've been in, you have been put there for a reason. And whether it be good, whether it be bad, find the silver lining in it, turn it into something good, and go help someone else. Like, help other people, and you will reap in the end. Don't do it with that motive, right? Don't do it with bad motives. You will receive the reward if you continue to help people grow. And so I am trying to help you grow. You help me grow when we have messages and we talk back and forth. I grow from you guys. It's a relationship that I absolutely love and adore. This podcast, our audience, our friends. This is a part of my life now, and I couldn't imagine it not being here. So I want to go be the first one to say thank you to each and every one of you. I never want to gloss over it. I always want to take time for it. Thank you, thank you, thank you. This week is going to be a big week for us. Monday, Tuesday, Wednesday, we're crushing it. We've got a ton of lighting installs to do. We got leaves to pick up, yards to clean up before Thanksgiving. We've got a lot to do. So we've got 3 days to do it in. We're going to knock it out as fast as we can, celebrate Thursday, and get back to work next week after that. So, guys, I appreciate it. You've got less than a month and a half to finish out the year strong. Get out there, take action, take major growth, and I can't wait to see what you do in 2025. But thank you for tuning in the show. Hope you enjoyed it. Go to these masterminds. Like I said, if you're interested in LMN, use code Jeremiah at sign up or the link in the bio, and you can see some true breakthrough in 2025 with an awesome CRM that's in your system, in your business. It's a process that you use every day, and you will definitely see the reward in the end. But thank you for tuning in. Without any further ado, that's going to wrap this one up, guys. I appreciate it. We'll see you here on the next one.
Thanks for tuning in to the Growing Green podcast. It is an honor to have you listening, and we hope you receive valuable advice to help take your business to the next level. Don't forget to follow the podcast so you'll be notified when our next episode drops.